If you want to play mobile games on your iPhone or iPad, you need to have some sort of controller. There are tons of options, but today I'm here checking out the Razer Kishi Ultra, which may be my new favorite. Before we delve in too deep, be sure you subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss the latest video. It's taken a few weeks, but I finally got my hands on the latest gaming controller for iPhone, the Razer Kishi Ultra. Just like the regular Kishi, the Backbone 1, the Gamester G8, and others, the Kishi Ultra is a clip-on style controller that sandwiches around your device, putting a grip on either side. It has a USB-C port for making it compatible with the latest crop of iPhones, plus Android phones and even tablets up to 8 inches. That includes, by the way, the iPad mini. I've been testing it out here with my iPhone 15 Pro Max primarily, but I have tried it on my iPad mini, and that works really well too. Once you snap it onto your iPhone, the chroma lights come to life, slowly morphing from color to color. Personally, I'm never a big fan of the chroma lighting. I know some people want that RGB light on everything, but I'm not one of them. Still, it looks pretty sharp, and I don't think they're too distracting. Getting back to the physical controls. The left side has a capture button that you can use to record videos or save screenshots. There's an 8-way directional D-pad, which even has tactile clicks on the angles. It feels very nice. Then there's the joysticks. So there's one on each side. Now, I grew up in a PlayStation household, so I always had symmetrical joysticks. Xbox, on the other hand, had these offset asymmetrical joysticks. I still prefer the ones that line up together. But apparently this is more ergonomic by being in the natural resting positions for your thumbs. I don't know. I might call BS on that. I've never had fatigue with them in line with another, but regardless, most mobile controllers seem to be trending this way, and I adjusted to it just fine. Let me know in the comments which style of joysticks you prefer, asymmetrical or symmetrical. Either way, they are Hall effect joysticks and feel very nice and responsive. If you are unfamiliar with Hall effect joysticks, they lack any physical connection between the moving parts. They measure positioning using magnets and electrical conductors versus standard ones that use electrical resistance. The end goal is that they last longer, they won't wear out easily, and best of all, they won't suffer from stick drift. In the app, you can even adjust the dead zone in the middle to control how much joysticks can move before that's registered on screen. The right grip has your A, B, X, Y buttons, the Nexus button, more on that in a minute, and a menu button. If you peep at the front, you'll find the expected L1R1 and L2R2 buttons. Alongside them, there's these bonus L4 and R4 buttons. Remember those. Facing you, there's also a 3.5mm headphone jack on the left for pass-through audio, and the right has a USB-C input that can deliver up to 15 watts of power to your device. So to insert your phone, the whole thing pulls apart. It's spring-loaded. I just stick the USB-C connector into my phone and then squeeze it all together. You may also notice I'm using a case. I can't say every case will work, but many of the slim popular ones do. This is a leather one from Andar, but I also tested Apple's, some from Bellroy, and a few others that I had lying around. After the hardware tour, we should check out the companion app. It's called Nexus, and it's basically your gaming hub, and can be used to customize the controller. Let's look at that first. Hey, real quick, do you want to experience twice as fast load times in Safari on your iPhone, iPad, and Mac? Then download Magic Lasso Adblock, the ad blocker designed for you. It's easy to set up, blocks all YouTube ads, and doubles the speed at which Safari can load. Thank you to Magic Lasso Adblock for sponsoring today's video. Magic Lasso is a fast, efficient, and high-performance ad blocker. With over 5,000 5-star reviews, it's one of the highest-rated Safari ad blockers for your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Magic Lasso blocks all intrusive ads, trackers, and annoyances in Safari and lets you see the difference that ad blocking makes. And unlike some other ad blockers, Magic Lasso respects your privacy and doesn't accept payment from advertisers. The app also blocks over 10 types of YouTube ads, including all video ads and pop-up banner ads. So, join over 300,000 users and download Magic Lasso Adblock from the App Store or via magiclasso.co. As a special offer for AppleInsider viewers, use the link below to receive 1 month's free access to all of the app's features. Thanks again to Magic Lasso Adblock for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. When you go into settings, if a controller is connected, you'll see these additional menu options, which in this case includes the button remapping, the Chrome RGB controls, calibration. Users can remap any buttons on the controller, though you can't do all of it from the Nexus app. Razer kicks you over to the general game controller panel and settings for those. But you can program those two little L4 and R4 buttons I pointed out earlier. You can assign any button on the controller that you want to either of them. It's really handy. Like in Assassin's Creed Mirage, I mapped sprinting to R4 to give me a second option versus pressing down on that left joystick for L3. With the chroma controls, you can adjust the brightness down, which is handy, choose your lighting effect, and change the speed. If you don't like them, just turn them off. You can't even tell that they are there. I leave mine on this kind of just like fading one with the medium or the slow speed. I think it looks the best. Looking at the games and other discovery features of the Nexus app, you'll find your games located right there at the top. To add to them, you can tap that Add Games button, but it typically just tells you how to do it, which is open the game and then tap that Nexus button, which will open the Nexus app and add it to your list of games. Below that are all sorts of discovery options, from what's popular to emulators to what's new on Apple Arcade. If you choose any of these games, it'll show you the price, it'll give you information about it, and can kick you over to the App Store for you to download. This all culminates in how this thing actually performs when you're playing games. Now, I've tested a lot of these out, a lot of these controllers, and this is my current favorite. The controller feels really solid and well made. It works great and even works with these cases on my iPhone plus my iPad mini. So many options here. Plus, as a bonus feature, you can plug it in over USB-C and use it with your Mac or your iPad Pro. It's seriously really versatile. I know I could use my DualSense controllers from my PlayStation, which do work great, but this is a better experience. It holds your phone or your tablet while you're playing and nixes the need for like an additional stand. The only negative I could imagine for this controller is the size. It is not the smallest one of these by any means. Here it is compared to my Backbone 1. But that's kind of the point. It's designed to be a full-size controller grip versus the slim ones that are out there. It makes it much more comfortable to hold and easier to control. I really like the Backbone 1, been one of my favorites, but to me, this just feels like an upgrade. To me, it's the best of both worlds between this portability and convenience. The Backbone 1 is awesome, and I love this white PlayStation edition that I have, but right now, when I'm choosing a game, this is the controller that I'm going to be using. Let me know what you think of this down below in the comments, and if you want to pick one up, there's a link for it in the description.